Hello everyone. Today our topic is measurement of three-phase power. Okay. So measurement of three-phase power. So basically the power in AC circuit measure with the help of wattmeter. Okay. So the wattmeter having the two coils. The first coil is current coil. The second coil is the potential coil. Okay. So the wattmeter arrangement coil arrangement as like this. This is the potential coil. So this is the current coil. Okay. So in current coil having two terminals M and L. M means main, L means lines. Whereas potential coil and pressure coil, that is a C. C for common, V for voltage. These are the terminals for the wattmeter. Okay. So basically the current coil having low resistance. Okay. The wattmeter arrangement coil element shown in the previous slide. This is the current coil. This is the potential coil having the terminal ML CV. So basically the current coil has low resistance is connected in series with the load. Here we are connecting load to the here we will connect the load. Okay, this is load, so that it carries load current. So means the current flowing to the current coil is load current, that is IR. Whereas the potential coil having the resistance and it is connected across a load and it carries the current coil current proportional to the potential difference between them. Okay, means it shows that clearly the potential coil, this is the potential coil, it is connected across the load. Okay, to measure the voltage across the load. Okay, so the always the pressure coil, the potential coil is always connected across the load to measure the load voltage. Okay, for measuring of power in a three-phase or a polyphase system. Okay, so more than one wattmeter is required. Okay, or one more than wattmeter is required to made by one wattmeter. If more than one wattmeter is connected for the measurement, the process becomes convenient and easy to work instead of the taking various readings with the one wattmeter. Okay. So basically, the number of wattmeter required to measure the power in any polyphase system. Okay. So in the system having more than three phases, that system is called polyphase. So the polyphase system is written by Blundell theorem. Okay. According to his theorem, if having the, for example, n number of phases, we will use n minus 1 number of wattmeter to measure the power this particular system. Okay. So if k number of wires, okay, in the AC system, the number of wattmeter required measure the power less than 1 number of wires. Okay, that is k minus 1. With the system having the k wires, so we will use a k minus 1 number of wattmeters, whether it is a load, balanced load or unbalanced load. Okay, 3 wattmeters are required to measure the power in the 3-phase 4-wire system, whereas only 2 wattmeters are required to measure the 3-phase and 3-wire system. So first of all, we will dealing with measurement of power by using 3 wattmeter method. Okay. So 3 wattmeter method, if we consider 3-phase and 4-wire system, so however this method can be employed 3-phase and 3-wire delta connected load. Okay. So first of all, the pressure coil of all the three wattmeters, namely W1 and W2 and W3, are connected to a common terminal, that is neutral. The product of the phase currents and the line voltage represent phase power, and it's recorded by the individual wattmeter. Okay. So what I mean say that here the wattmeters W1 and W2 and W3, three wattmeter I am considering. Okay, the pressure coil are connected a common point, that is neutral. Okay, so each wattmeter reading I considering the sum of three wattmeters is treated as the total power of the system, that is W1 plus W2 plus W3. Okay, so this is the arrangement for the uh, three-phase system power measurement with the help of 3 wattmeter method. Okay, so this is the first wattmeter, this is the second wattmeter, and this is the third wattmeter. So R phase connected in the first wattmeter current coil, and pressure coil or potential coil is connected to a common terminal, that is the neutral. This is the neutral. So all the wattmeter pressure coil is connected to a neutral. So in each phases R phase, Y phase, B phase, uh, they are connected with a current coil to measure the current of each phase. Okay. So here load is considered as a star connected, that is the Z1 and Z2 and Z3 are the each phase resistance. Okay. So with the help of these three wattmeters, we can measure the total power is equal to algebraic sum of the three wattmeters readings. So here also same explanation is given. Okay, the total power is equal to W1 plus W2 plus W3. So whereas here W1 is equal to V1 into I1, W2 is equal to V2 into I2, and W3 is equal to V3 into I3. So till now we measure the power, three-phase power, with the help of 3 wattmeters. So now we are going to learn measurement of three-phase power in 3 phases with the help of 2 wattmeter method. Okay. In 2 wattmeter method, we are having the 3 phases, namely R phase, Y phase, and B phase. So the first wattmeter is connected in R phase. The current coil is in series with the R phase. Okay. The pressure coil is connected to the B phase. This is the pressure coil or potential coil. So this is the wattmeter 2. The current coil is connected in series or in line with the Y phase, and the pressure coil or potential coil is connected across between Y phase and B phase. Okay. So the wattmeter connector arrangement as explained here, and the load is in the nature of star, that is the Z1 and Z2 and Z3 are the phase impedances at the load side. Okay, these are the voltages appeared across the R phase, Y phase, and B phase. So the total instantaneous power observed by the 3 loads, that is Z1 and Z2 and Z3, is equal to the sum of the power consumed by the 2 wattmeter, namely W1 and W2. Okay, so measurement of power by 2 wattmeter method in star connection load. So considering a figure shown above, that is previous slide we shown, in which 2 wattmeters and W1 and W2 are connected, the instantaneous power instantaneous current to the current coil of first wattmeter, that is it is connected in the R phase. So the W1 is equal to R1. Okay, the instantaneous potential difference in across the potential coil of the wattmeter 1. Okay, we will go back to the previous slide. So this current is IR. The voltage across between R and B phase. The potential coil connected of the first meter is connected between R and B phase. So that we can write as W1 of the voltage of the first wattmeter is ERN minus EBN. Okay. Since the potential coil of the wattmeter connected between R phase and B phase. Okay. So instantaneous power consumed by the first wattmeter. Okay. We all know the power definition. P is equal to V into I. Here we are considering instantaneous power. So current through the current coil and potential coil of the wattmeter. Okay. The instantaneous current through the current coil of the wattmeter 2, that is W2, that is connected as like this. This is Y phase and potential coil between Y and B phase. Okay. So the voltage, instantaneous voltage is given as between EY minus EB. Okay. EYN minus EBN. Similar manner, instantaneous power measured by the wattmeter 2 is equal to IY into EYN minus EBN. So this is equation 2. So therefore the total power measured by the two wattmeters, that is W1 and W2, okay, by adding the two equations. So W1 plus W2. I am writing corresponding equations of powers. So on simplifying, finally we will get IRN ERN plus IY into EYN plus IB into EBN. But for the balance load, IR plus IY plus IB is equal to 0. Okay. So W1 is equal to W1 plus W2 is equal to, it is the total power. Okay. The total power absorbed by the three loads at any instant. Okay. Measurement of our 2 wattmeter method in delta connection. So it is same as like that in previous, means star connection. So considering delta connection, so this is the W1 first wattmeter and this is the W2 the second wattmeter. Connection as like this. The load is connected in such a way that in delta manner. Okay. So first wattmeter current coil is connected to the R phase and the potential coil or pressure coil is connected between the R phase and B phase. Okay. And second wattmeter, the current coil, this is the current coil is connected to the Y phase and the pressure coil of the second wattmeter connected between the Y phase and B phase. Okay. So this is the connection arrangement to measure the power with the help of 2 wattmeter for the delta connection load. So the instantaneous current through the current coil of first wattmeter W1, that is given by, which is connected to IR, means IR is equal to I1 minus I3. Why I1 minus I3? Can we go back to previous slide? So here it is IR, the delta connected here it is. So if we consider this point A, so the incoming current is IR, the outgoing current is I1 and incoming current is I3. I am applying KCL at this node. We will get IR is equal to I1 minus I3. Okay. So instantaneous power measured by the first wattmeter voltage. Sorry, it is not power. This is voltage. Instantaneous voltage measured by the first wattmeter. So E into RB. Why? Because the pressure coil or potential coil connected between R phase and B phase. Okay. Therefore, the instantaneous power measured by the wattmeter 1 is multiplication of the voltage and current. Okay. So this equation is given as 3. So instantaneous current through a current coil of the second wattmeter. Okay. The current coil is connected in Y phase. So I am applying KCL at that particular node. We will get Iy is equal to I2 minus I1. Okay. The instantaneous potential difference across the potential coil of the wattmeter. Okay, na? So the voltage coil is connected between Y and B phase. So the voltage coil of the second wattmeter is E into Y and B. So therefore the instantaneous power measured by the wattmeter W2 is given by voltage and current coil measuring parameters. Okay, that is voltage and current. So hence, to obtain the total power by the 2 wattmeter, we will be having the two equation, third equation and fourth equation. So we adding these two equation and manipulate small things. Finally, we will get the W1 is equal to W1 plus W2 is equal to the total power. That is the power absorbed by the 3 loads at any instant. Okay. The power measured by the 2 wattmeter at any instant is the instantaneous power observed by the 3 loads connected in 3 phases. In fact, this power is average power drawn by the load, since the wattmeter reads the average power because of the inertia of the moving system. So now move on to 2 wattmeter method for the balanced load. Okay, for the balanced load. 2 wattmeter method is explained taking an example balanced load. Okay, in this the power measured by the 2 wattmeter, the sum of the 2 wattmeter reading is equal to the root of 3 times of the phase voltage and line voltage, which is root 3 into VLIL. Sorry, actually here it is wrong statement. Root 3 times of the line voltage and line current, the angle between them, which is the actual power measured in the 3-phase balanced load. Okay. So the connection diagram is given below for the star connected load. So this is the first wattmeter and second wattmeter. Both the wattmeter pressure coils, first pressure coil, second pressure coil, are connected a common point, that is the B phase. Okay. So the current coil connected in R phase and Y phase. These two current coils measures corresponding line current. Okay. So this is the star connected load, corresponding parameters given in this figure. So if I am considering an inductive load, the connected load is inductive load. So the phasor diagram is given below for the inductive load. So we all learned in our previous classes how to draw a phasor diagram. Okay. So considering line voltage VRN and VYN and VBN, they are 120 degrees apart each other. So here it is. VRB is the sum of VRN minus VBN. Okay, for the first wattmeter voltage. So we need to find this VRN already here it is given. So VBN, we need a VBN. So this is the VBN. So this is a replica of the VBN with the same magnitude. I am adding this in a phasor notation with the help of parallelogram. I am drawing a complete parallelogram. So it is a combination of VRN and VBN. We will get the VRB. Okay. So it is definitely in the lagging nature. Okay, with the VRN because of the inductive load. Similar manner, we will determine the VYB. Okay, here Y inductive load I am considering the line voltage or current always lagging nature by voltage some angle, that is a phi. We can clearly VYN is always leading in nature IY. So three voltages VRN, VYN and VBN displaced with the 120 degrees for the balance supply. Electrical degree is shown in the phasor diagram. So the phase current, that is the lag behind the respective phase voltage by phi angle. It is shown in clearly in phasor diagram. Now the current flowing through the current coil of the first wattmeter is IR. The potential difference across the pressure coil or potential coil of the wattmeter is W1, that is VRB. With the help of phasors, we can write as VRB is equal to VRN minus VBN. Okay. To obtain the value of VYN, reverse the phasor of VBN and add it to the phasor VYN, so which is shown in phasor diagram. So clearly we will get the VRB and VR, the phase difference is 30 minus 5 degrees. So therefore the power measured by the first wattmeter, so that is the voltage and current and the angle between them. So W1 is equal to VRB into IR into cos 30 minus 5. So the current through the current coil of the wattmeter 2, that is given as IY because it is connected in the line of IY. The potential difference across the wattmeter, that is W2. So the potential coil of the wattmeter 2 is connected between Y and B, so with the help of phasors we can write as VRN minus VBN. So we can clearly observe the phase difference in the phasor diagram VY and IY, that is 30 plus 5 degrees. Okay. So therefore the power measured by the wattmeter 2, that W2, that is given by voltage and current and angle between them. Since the load is balanced load condition, hence IR is equal to IY is equal to IB, that is the load. And VRY, V by VYB, VBR is equal to line voltages. Line voltage and currents are same. Okay. So therefore the wattmeter readings will be first wattmeter. So that is VL IL into cos of 30 minus 5, and the second wattmeter W2 is equal to VL into IL into cos 30 plus 5. So the sum of the two wattmeter reading give the total power. Okay. So W1 plus W2 I am doing. I am simplifying these two equations with the help of cos A minus B plus cos A plus B. With the help of these two formulas, we will simplify as like this. So W1 plus W2 is equal to V line voltage and line current into 2 cos 30 degrees and cos 5, or So W1 plus W2 is equal to VL IL into root 2 into cos 30 means root 3 by 2 into cos 5. So this two is cancel out. So W1 plus W2 is equal to root 3 into VL IL cos 5. So this is the power. So equation 1 I am giving as a number. So the above equation 1 gives the total power observed by the three-phase balanced load. Thus, the sum of the reading of the two wattmeters are equal to the observed by the three-phase balanced load. So determination of a power factor from the wattmeter readings. So we will already written W1 and W2 equation. With these two equation, we will determine the power factor. So W1 plus W2 is equal to root 3 into VLIL cos phi. So we know an operation called W1 minus W2. It is difference of the two wattmeter readings. So this is cos A minus B minus cos of A minus B. So I am writing these corresponding equations, simplifying. So W1 minus W2 is equal to 2 into VL IL sin 30 into sin phi. So finally we get W1 minus W2 is equal to, so sin 30 is equal to 1 by 2. So this 1 by 2 cancel out. So W1 minus W2 is equal to VL IL sin phi. So from the dividing third equation by equation 2, we will get W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. So which is equal to VL IL sin phi upon root 3 into VL IL cos phi. Okay. So VL parameter cancel out. From this we can write sin by cos, that is the tan phi. We can write as root 3 into W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. So the power factor of load is given as cos phi is equal to cos of tan inverse of root 3 W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. So this is the power factor. So determination of the reactive power. So by using of those equations only, we can write as reactive power as multiplication of the root 3 times of the equation 3, that is root 3 into W1 minus W2, that is equal to root 3 into VL IL sin phi. So this is the reactive power measured by two wattmeter method in three-phase system. Thank you.